The Detroit Lions signed cornerback DJ Reed in free agency, and his story is one of overcoming adversity at every turn. His journey to the NFL has not been easy, but he's leaned on faith, family, and sticking to the plan, and he'll bring that same tenacity to the Detroit defense. Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Johnny Gaz. Thank you for returning for another video. This one will get back into our player profiles, and we'll dive into not only what DJ brings on the field, but we'll talk about how his life story makes him the perfect fit for this Lions team. Let's go.
Just the stuff that I went through even before that, just, with the struggle of growing up how I did, seeing what my mom endured. That's really where I learned like my grit and my tenacity from, is from my mother. And, that's just been my life. It's just like you got to earn everything. And, this is my third contract, despite not being a zero-star, I won. So now my only goal is to win a Lombardi.
Dennis Duane Reed Jr. was born November 11th, 1996, raised by his father Dennis and mother Linda, also sister Florence and brother Tyson in Bakersfield, California. When DJ was 9 years old, his father was diagnosed with MS, which caused some behavioral changes, leading to a divorce from his mother Linda. DJ's father moved away from the family, and he really didn't see him for many, many years. Linda raised DJ in a very religious home, but she herself was diagnosed with breast cancer, going through bouts of chemo and radiation. Really took a toll on her. She has since overcome the breast cancer, and DJ really leans on her for motivation and strength throughout his life. DJ Reed himself has come out and said that he did not make great life choices early on and as he got into high school. So much so that he spent some time in a youth detention center in Bakersfield, California, but he really attributes that as a turnaround point as he went into his senior year in high school. It was a great learning experience and refocused him as he finally had direction and a will to want to make something of himself. He was able to turn things around so much so that he ended up being the MVP in both football and basketball his senior year at Independence High School in Bakersfield. However, due to that previous incident, as well as just having such short time within the athletic program, he really didn't spend time in the recruiting trail. He didn't go to any football camps, so he didn't have any stars coming out of high school. He ended up walking on to Fresno State University. DJ ended up redshirting his freshman season at Fresno State, and when he returned the following season, the coaching staff there just did not have a long-term plan for him or offer any sort of scholarship. So he decided to leave the university and head over to a junior college school called Cerritos College. There he met up with defensive coordinator Tom Caines, who really connected with him there, and he was able to reestablish a work ethic, kind of get himself in a mode of work, prep, grind, and really had the motivation to finally move forward in his football career. In just one season at Cerritos College, DJ Reed was able to show his athleticism, his speed, his ability to not only play at cornerback, but special teams abilities. Tom Caines, the defensive coordinator, was able to connect him with Kansas State defensive coach Blake Seiler, which ultimately connected him with the legendary head coach Bill Snyder. And although DJ could have went to other universities, his connection with Bill Snyder and the conversations he had leading up to his transfer to Kansas State really got him motivated to get to the next level. Coach Snyder didn't just talk to him about football, but about becoming a better man. And at this point in DJ's life, that was really where his focus was. So he transferred to Kansas State and spent the 2016 and 2017 at the university. And in a pass-happy conference, DJ was able to showcase his skills. In 2 years, he was a two-time first-team All-Big 12, and in 2017, he was a second-team All-American. He ended up declaring for the 2018 NFL Draft after his junior season. DJ Reed was selected 142nd overall in the 5th round by the San Francisco 49ers in the 2018 Draft. And he came into a team with two established cornerbacks. They really wanted him to play either safety or a nickel cornerback position. After his rookie year, he again rededicated himself to his workout regimen and his preparation. But unfortunately, just prior to the 2020 season, he ended up tearing his pectoral muscle in a preseason workout. He ended up being waived by the San Francisco 49ers prior to that season. He was immediately claimed by the Seattle Seahawks prior to the 2020 season, and after the injury rehab was able to establish himself as a full-time starter in that defensive backfield. He had a fantastic 2021, which led to him hitting the free agent market. He ended up signing with the New York Jets on a 3-year deal worth $33 million. DJ's time with the New York Jets kicked off on a sour note as just prior to the 2022 season opener, he was given the unfortunate news that his father had passed away. And although there was some separation there, I think since then he's been able to make peace with that situation and where his father was at the time of his passing. That game actually ended up being one of his better games of the 2022 NFL season. DJ spent the 2022 season through 2024 with the New York Jets, and over the course of his time there, totaled 220 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 1 sack.
Oh, yeah, he's a little off. That's a different type of guy. Yeah, I got an alter ego. I got a light switch. I'm a Cali boy, so outside of football, I'm super cool, super calm, chilling, laughing, goofy. But when I'm on the field, it's a light switch. My alter ego, takes over. It's a dark horse.
DJ now spends most of his time with his wife, Brianna, and their daughter, Kinsley. They have a very strong faith in God and family, and he is all about sticking to the plan. He's been a part of a very good New York Jets defense over these past several seasons, even through all the turmoil and the Aaron Rodgers saga that's been going on there. He's recently been paired up with a very good young corner, Sauce Gardner, but it's now DJ's time to step out into the light, and he's hit the free agent market in 2025. DJ Reed stands at 5'9" and around 188 pounds. Yes, that's undersized for an NFL cornerback, but he is extremely tenacious, describes himself as a dog, and we all know the Detroit Lions are looking to stockpile nothing but dogs. They went ahead and signed DJ Reed this offseason to a 3-year contract worth $48 million, $32 million of that guaranteed. And there was no doubt that the Lions were looking for a replacement cornerback once Carlton Davis III left the organization to take the maximum contract. He ended up going to the New England Patriots, signing a contract somewhere between $19 and $20 million per year. So you can see why the Lions were okay with moving on. They not only saved some money by going with DJ Reed, but they're ultimately really not losing anything in the man and the type of player that he truly is. DJ Reed is a sticky cornerback. He's able to play man and zone coverage, and he is a very willing tackler. He will be very ready to step into the number 1 cornerback duties in Detroit. He's going to have to mentor 2 younger cornerbacks in Terrion Arnold and Enos Rakestraw. And one of the things they're going to have to truly work on is the grabbiness that both of those players possess. Both of them had the equal number of penalties against them in 2024, so it will be interesting to see them both on the field together.
I wanted to play with dogs. I wanted to play with guys that care about football. And, I'm blessed to be playing with, I think is the best safety duo. I'm a big fan of Brian Branch. Even when he was coming out of Alabama, same as Kurt, he's just a ball hawk. Like, he gets the ball. It was exciting watching what he did this year. It's fun watching the Lions play. It's really fun. You could just tell that they really love and care about each other.
But now DJ is the feature in an up-and-coming secondary. We talked about Terrion Arnold, and we know what the Lions possess in their safety room. They have All-Pro Kirby Joseph, Pro Bowler Brian Branch. Both of those guys make up the best safety tandem in all of the NFL. You now pair them with one of the better cornerbacks in DJ Reed, an up-and-coming cornerback in Terrion Arnold, and I think you have the makings for what could be one of the better secondaries in all of the league. One of the biggest questions still remains is what happens with the rest of the Lions defense. All of the injuries returning, the defensive front seven, more importantly, the defensive line. We know what they have made in Hutchinson. They brought back Marcus Davenport. They've brought in some other pieces to help the depth there on the defense, but they didn't make the big splash move. So we'll see what happens in the draft, what they add defensively. But ultimately, if the Lions can reset, if they get a little bit of luck on these injuries, and DJ Reed ends up stepping in and being the number 1 corner that I think we all expect him to be, this Lions defense could be much improved heading into 2025.
No, man, I love Coach Campbell. Yeah, man, we spoke today, had a really good conversation. It's funny because when I spoke to him on the phone yesterday, you know, he has like a very distinctive voice. He kind of sounds like a Lion. The whole building, it just seems like really authentic. The goal is to win. The goal is to win a Lombardi, and I feel like the Detroit Lions, we're on the right track to do that.
The Lions organization, Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, seem to always stick to their plan: draft, develop, and reward. And it's paid off to this point. DJ Reed, on the other hand, seems to have the same life philosophy, sticking to the plan. He's overcome adversity as a walk-on at Fresno State, going to JUCO, getting that scholarship with Kansas State and turning that into a fantastic career in the NFL. He's now on his third NFL contract. He's got the right attitude, the right approach. He's a family man. He's a faithful guy. He's someone you want to surround yourself with. And the Lions have added an A-plus character into their locker room, and I think will be an A-plus cornerback on the field. Thank you guys so much for sticking around for another video. Make sure to comment down below. What do you think of DJ Reed? What does he add to the Detroit Lions on the field and off the field? I really appreciate your guys' time. If you can, hit that like button. It's the best free way to help out the channel. I'd also love it if you consider subscribing. We're almost to 3,000. I believe we will get there. Thank you to you guys. And if you hit the notify bell, you won't miss any future videos. There's a membership option available. That's where I do my live game play-by-plays, highlight reactions, a ton of other fun stuff. There's always free content here for you all the time, or at any one of my other socials, at Johnny Gaz Sports. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X, wherever you are finding Johnny Gaz Sports, you will have fun, free content. More than anything else, take care of yourself and that mental health. That's more important than anything, and I want to make sure you come back and see me on future videos. Have a great rest of your week, weekend, week ahead. Go Lions.